Okay, so I want to talk about what it means to be a competitor, what it means to be involved in bodybuilding, bikini, figure, whatever your division is. There is a perceived truth about what it's like and why we do it. And then there's the real truth, and obviously that varies for individuals. But I want to talk a little bit about what I've seen and why I do it. There is a widespread belief that competitors get involved in this industry out of vanity. And I can understand that for sure, especially when you see the athletes that do a lot of posting of not much more than progress pictures and stage photos. But I think what's lacking with a lot of athletes and what they're sharing with people is the whole story, is what actually goes into these competitions. And it's not just about the food or the hours in the gym or the cardio or the carbs or the peanut butter obsession, and all of that's all well and good, and it's all definitely a part of it, a huge, huge part of it. But that's not what makes it such a challenge. I mean, yes, it takes tremendous discipline to stick to your program and stay on your diet, and sometimes hit the gym twice in a day. And as you get closer, and there are times you're tired and worn out, and it takes mind over matter in situations like that, and that does develop some mental strength and everything. But I think there's really a lot more to it, and I don't know if it's more for women than it is for men, but I'm sure it crosses both genders in this aspect. But there's something about this belief in yourself that is developed. Finishing something that you set out to do, having a goal and getting there, that in itself can really build someone's confidence. And I've recently met a lot of first-time competitors. I was doing a lot of posing coaching, and I think something I saw so much of was insecurity. And I think people would be surprised to know that so many competitors are coming from an insecure place. You may think, well, why get on stage and be judged if you're feeling insecure? That's not going to help it. But it's not about that. And I don't think people do this for the judgment. People don't do this to get on stage and say, look at me, what do you think? Am I perfect? I think that's a misconception about this. And maybe there are some people out there that think they're perfect and want to get on stage and prove that. But that's not what I've seen. And that's not the people I've met. Maybe I've been lucky. But what I see are people that want to feel, that have something to prove to themselves, that need to find their strength again, that need to find their confidence. It's so much more than having a perfect body or being judged on stage. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? You got something to say? You got something to say? Hello? Go ahead. Look. The sport builds confidence, not because you're told by the judges that you're perfect, because let's be honest, there can be a competition with hundreds of competitors, only one person wins. So you're not guaranteed to be told you're perfect. In fact, you're almost guaranteed to be told that you need to work on something. But what it does do, for those who are a bit insecure, insecurity it doesn't come from your body. It comes from your mind. And I think the reason that it's something people who tend to be a little more insecure lean toward is because that whole process, it's the process of getting to the stage that builds your confidence. It's seeing point A to point B. It's knowing what you're capable of that then allows you to feel pretty amazing about yourself. You know, confidence doesn't come from the outside in, it comes from the inside out. So when you feel proud of yourself, you feel awesome, you feel beautiful. And I think that that's something that people get out of competing, and I think that's something that's really addicting about it, is how amazing you feel and how proud you feel of your capabilities, and learning that you are, you know, stronger mentally than you thought you were. For me, competing has done so much more than make me have a perfect body, which I never will. I don't know who does. I don't even know what that means. I have learned so much about myself. I've learned how passionate I actually am about competing, and I've learned how much I'm able to overcome, and how much stronger your mind is than you think, and how you have this power over it that is incredible, really. And you know, there are a lot of things that try to take over your mind and your life, and a lot of obstacles that people are going to face, and I have built this confidence in myself now that I can totally do it. I'm so thankful to say I have not had an anxiety attack since November of 2014. So I'm going on, what's today, April? December, January, February, March, April. 5 months! That's awesome. So anyway, I ended up competing at the Arnold in March, which was the competition that I thought I was going to have to bail on after I had signed up for, and it was huge for me to get to that stage. I mean, just the prep itself, I enjoyed so much because I was just so grateful that I could do it, that I could prep, that I wasn't panicking over everything, and that I didn't feel that pressure on my chest and that awful feeling anymore, and that I could just enjoy everything in my life. And so prepping for a show, it was awesome. I never appreciated it so much. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. And I was just the drive to Ohio, everything. I was ecstatic. I was so excited to be competing at this show. It was amazing. So the fact that I took 4th place was like mind-blowing, because I was just, at that point, I mean, it was just like a dream just to even be there and compete. And I know like, a lot of people say that, but I guess I wanted to win. But just the fact that I didn't think I was even going to make it there, so it was surreal. So having a belief in yourself and knowing how capable and how strong you really are is such an incredible thing. And I mean, and that's how you make it. That's how you get further. You've got to believe in yourself, because it's easy to become defeated and overwhelmed, and you got to have support, and you've got to have belief. You've got to have that confidence. And that's what competing has done for me. If it wasn't for that show or competing, I don't know if I would have found the desire enough to really fight through the anxiety. But I was on a mission. I still am. I'm competing again in July. My next pro card opportunity, so we'll see. Prep starts in a week. Can't wait. I'm actually dying to start prepping again. It's like this order and this routine that I love to have. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah, so I mean, it's about so much more than the bodies and the bikinis and the hair and makeup, and that's all a little fun added bonus to it. But it's really it's tremendously mental, and I'd like more people to see that and understand that. And I relate it to even just, you know, people who come to me just with regular weight loss goals or muscle building goals or whatever kind of goals. If they need confidence, confidence is everything, and that's what this gives people. And it's less about their body changing and more about them realizing that they can do it. They can do it. And that's what I love about what I do as a trainer or a diet coach. It's seeing that moment where people are proud of themselves, and not so much because of what the mirror is showing them, but they're seeing in the mirror what they've been able to do. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I see it, and that's what makes me so happy and so proud of people that I work with, because I know that feeling, and it's cool. It's very cool. So, hope I changed even one person's mind, and I hope I continue to see. Thank you. Okay. See ya.
See ya.